Hello and welcome to SteadyStep English. Today is Sunday, February 22, 2026.
Hello, everyone. It is really good to be here with you today.
Today we are going to explore a very special topic. It is about the new economic relationship between American companies and Indian professionals. We call this the Indo-American Remote Work Corridor.
Right. That is a very big title. But, I have a practical question right away. We have been working with American companies for 20 years. What makes 2026 different from the past?
That is the perfect question to start with. In the past, the relationship was based on low costs. Today, it's based on high value.
So it is not just about cheap labor anymore.
No, it is not. And there is another major change. You no longer have to move to the United States to have a top-tier career.
That is a strong claim. Can you really work for a top U.S. company without leaving your home in Pune or Bengaluru?
Yes, you can. And that is our mission for today. I want to explain why American offices are emptying out. I want to tell you what global capability centers really do. And finally, I will give you a list of 10 specific situations where you can win in this new economy.
I am ready to learn. But I want to understand the American side first. Why are things changing there?
Let us begin with segment 1, the big shift. The image you should have in your mind is an empty office, but a full laptop.
An empty office. Is this because of the economy?
It's because of efficiency. In 2026, the physical office in the United States is becoming less important. American companies are keeping fewer people in big, expensive buildings.
So the desks are physically empty?
Yes. Many desks are empty for part of the week, or even all of the week. Remote work and hybrid work have stabilized. They are normal parts of the business model.
I see. But if the manager cannot see you at your desk, how do they know the work is getting done?
That is the key change. They now care about skills and results. They do not care about where you sit. This removes the geographic limit for you.
That sounds very good for us. But does it actually help the American company? Or do they just lose control?
It helps them very much. First, they save money on rent, they save money on electricity, and more importantly, they can invest that money elsewhere.
Where do they put the savings?
They invested in technology, and they invest in training their teams in India. When costs fall in the U.S., it becomes easier to build high-quality teams here.
I have heard about the follow the sun model. Is that part of this investment?
Yes, absolutely. Because of the time zones, Indian teams keep projects moving while the U.S. sleeps.
So when New York signs off, Bengaluru signs in.
Exactly. It is a 24-hour production system. It is about speed. The company never stops working.
That makes sense. Speed is very important in business. But, you mentioned a specific term earlier, GCC.
This brings us to segment 2. GCC stands for Global Capability Center.
I see this acronym often, but I sometimes think it is just a fancy name for a call center. Am I wrong?
You are quite wrong, actually. A call center is for support. A Global Capability Center is for core business. It is an office in India that is owned directly by a global company.
So they are doing important work.
Yes. They handle product development, they handle data analytics, they handle artificial intelligence.
Do we have numbers on this? How big is this sector right now?
Data is impressive. There are between 1,700 and 1,800 centers in India right now.
Wow. That is a significant number.
It is. They employ about 2 million professionals, and they generate over $60 billion in value.
And is it growing? Or have we reached the top?
We have not reached the top. Forecasts suggest we will soon see 2,400 centers. The revenue could cross $100 billion.
That is huge growth. But let us look at your experience as a worker. Does working in a GCC feel different than working in a traditional back office?
Yes, and this is the most important concept for today. The word is parity.
Parity. P-A-R-I-T-Y.
Parity means being equal. In the past, we had a head office in America that did the thinking, and we had a back office in India that did the typing.
I remember that clearly. The back office just followed orders. It was quite boring.
Exactly. But now we have parity. Indian and U.S. colleagues share ownership of the goals. Engineers in India use the same global tools. They have the same access as their colleagues in U.S. cities.
So you are not just helping, you are leading.
That is correct. Which leads us to segment 3, from worker to global partner.
Global partner sounds like a very high status. How do you achieve that?
It requires a change in mindset. In the old way, work was about repetitive tasks. You did the same thing over and over again.
And the new way.
Now it is about end-to-end product delivery. It involves risk modeling. It involves strategy. You are not just fixing code. You are deciding how the product works.
So you're moving from task takers to decision makers.
Perfectly said. You are becoming decision makers.
Does the information flow both ways, or is America still teaching us?
It flows both ways. We call this bilateral cooperation.
Bilateral. Two sides.
Correct. Knowledge flows back and forth. Indian teams share insights on new technology. They tell the U.S. team what is technically possible, and the U.S. teams share the brand direction.
This sounds wonderful in theory, but I need to be practical. If I'm an ambitious professional, I want to know exactly where I fit in.
I understand. You want a roadmap.
Yes. Can you give me specific situations? Where can you actually succeed in this system?
I can. Let us move to segment 4. I have a list of 10 situations. These are 10 ways you can win in this new economy.
Okay. I am listening closely. What is number 1?
Number 1 is joining a remote-first team.
What does that mean exactly?
This happens when you are hired directly by a U.S. tech team. You do not work for a local branch. You work for the main team, logging in from India.
That must require very good communication skills.
It does. You need strong English. You need high technical skills. But the pay is often much higher than local jobs.
That is a high bar, but a high reward. Okay. What is number 2?
Number 2 is leading digital projects.
Is this inside a GCC?
Yes. You work in a global capability center.
Yeah.
But you are the creator. You design features that are launched in North America and Europe.
So the customers in New York are using software that you designed in Pune.
Exactly. You are the architect.
I like that. Number 3.
Number 3 is follow-the-sun operations.
We talked about this, the 24-hour cycle.
Yes. But think about your value here. If you stop working, the client promise is broken. You are not just support. You are the essential engine of the company.
That is a strong position to be in. It provides job security. What is number 4?
Number 4 is product ownership.
A product owner, that is usually a leadership role.
It is. You set the roadmap. You work with U.S. sales teams. You decide what the product will do next. You are a trusted leader.
That sounds like a lot of responsibility.
It is. And so is number 5, risk and compliance.
This sounds like legal work or banking.
It involves legal research and risk modeling. Companies need to follow strict laws. They are trusting Indian teams to manage this high responsibility area.
Okay, number 6 is very interesting to me personally.
Number 6 is international experience without moving.
This is the dream for many people.
Yes, you keep your family here in India, you keep your culture, but your resume shows global experience.
That is very valuable. But what about the language barrier?
That is number 7, English as an asset.
But many people speak English here. What is the difference?
True, but here we mean B2 level or higher. You use English to negotiate, you use English to handle difficult meetings. It is a business tool.
I understand. It is about persuasion. Number 8.
Number 8 is negotiating better roles.
Because there is high demand.
Yes, there is a high demand for digital talent. You can use this leverage to get better pay, you can get better working conditions.
That is good to know. What is number 9?
Number 9 is AI and automation.
Artificial intelligence. Everyone is talking about this.
You can specialize in AI within a GCC. You can lead projects that automate work for the U.S. firm. You become the expert in the future of technology.
And finally, number 10.
Number 10 is cross-border leadership.
Does this mean you are the boss?
Yes. You get promoted. You manage international teams. You might travel to the U.S. for meetings, but you stay based in India. You are a global leader.
Those are 10 very strong opportunities. It makes me feel optimistic about the future.
It should. The world is changing, and it is changing in favor of the skilled Indian professional.
Thank you for explaining that list. It puts things into perspective.
Now let us slow down for a moment.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot of information today.
Yes, it was a lot to take in. Can you summarize the main points?
Certainly. Let us recap the key topics. Remote work is now stable, and U.S. companies are hiring globally. Global capability centers in India are growing fast and doing complex work. The relationship has changed from simple support to true partnership. Indian professionals can now lead projects and strategy without leaving their country.
That is a perfect summary.
Now, it is time for our favorite part of the show.
The vocabulary word tour.
Exactly. We have selected 10 important words from today. We will define them for you and give you an example sentence.
I am ready. Let us do it.
The first word is stabilization, which means flexible work is normal and steady. Here is an example. Remote work stabilization means I can plan my career safely.
I see. What is the next word?
The second word is parity, which is the state of being equal in status or pay. For example, we strive for parity between our teams in New York and Bengaluru.
Parity. That is a great word.
The third word is asset, which is a useful or valuable thing or person. Here's the sentence. Your ability to speak clear English is a major asset in this company.
Very clear. Number 4.
The fourth word is bilateral, which means involving two parties or countries. For example, the project relies on bilateral cooperation between the U.S. office and the Indian center.
Bilateral. Understood.
The fifth word is capability, which is the power or ability to do something. Here's an example. The new center has the capability to handle complex banking transactions.
Capability. Got it. Halfway there.
The sixth word is innovation, which is the action of creating a new method or idea. For example, the engineering team in Pune is driving innovation for the entire brand.
Innovation is always important.
The seventh word is remote, which means situated far away or working from a distance. Here's the sentence. He has a remote job, so he works from his home office every day.
Remote. Very common now.
The eighth word is hybrid, which is combining two different elements like office and homework. For example, our company uses a hybrid model, so I only go to the office on Tuesdays.
Hybrid. I like that model.
The ninth word is talent, which means natural aptitude or people who have such skill. Here is an example. Global companies come to India to find the best engineering talent.
Talent. Excellent. And the last one.
The 10th word is ecosystem, which is a complex network or interconnected system. For example, the business ecosystem in India supports thousands of international companies.
Ecosystem. We have learned 10 very powerful words today.
I hope you try to use parity and bilateral in your next meeting.
That is a great idea. Using these words will make you sound more professional and confident.
This has been a very helpful discussion on the new work culture.
I am glad we could explore it. It is an exciting time for professionals.
That's it for today. Remember, every minute you spend listening is a step closer to fluency. If you enjoyed this lesson, please subscribe and join our learning community. Before you go, I have a challenge for you. Write one new word you learned today in the comment field below. I will see you at our next episode at SteadyStep English.